Hey everyone, I hope you guys are having a great day, and if not, I wish you a better one tomorrow. So, what I'm going to say might trigger a small crowd of you, but a decent amount of you guys might be able to understand where I'm coming from with this. And it's about Apex Legends' new class change. Now, before I go into it, I would like you guys to please like, comment, and subscribe, help this channel out, and who knows, you might like what I have to say. Now, back to the topic at hand. Respawn is changing up the classes in Season 16. Now, I'm on board for this change. I just want y'all to know that beforehand. But I have to say, the class abilities themselves aren't that great. I'm not going to say all of them are garbage, but out of the 5 classes, only 2 of them are very plausible. Like, I'm going to tell you what I mean. The Assault Legends have the ability to loot smart bins, and with the smart bins, they basically get attachments to help improve their gun. In other words, somewhat similar to Lifeline's care package, and somewhat similar to the support class, how you get to open blue supply bins and you get extra loot. But the big difference between the two is for assault classes, you get to find attachments for either your weapon or any of your teammates' weapons in your squad. Where the support team, you have a chance of getting some attachments, but it might not be the attachments you're looking for. Most of the time you're going to find extra supplies like shields or phoenix kits, mech kits, syringes, that type of stuff. But this also inadvertently nerfs Lifeline in a way. Being that the assault class undermines Lifeline's ultimate, you can kind of see and understand why I have some gripes towards the assault class. And then you have the support class itself. I'm on board with the characters opening blue supply bins to get extra loot. What I'm not on board with is crafting banners from the replicators. There are so many reasons I can dive into it and say why it's stupid. This doesn't stop your players from quitting the game and leaving. I guarantee you a good amount of players are still gonna quit and leave no matter what, even if it's a penalty involved. Now, yes, people get the chance of being revived because, even when their banner times out, if you have a support character, you can bring them back. That's if they're playing the support characters. Most people are probably going to use the offensive characters, or should I say the assault class, more than the support class, since they can be self-sufficient, where all they need is attachments for their guns. And once they get their own attachments, they don't really need to worry about you or anyone else in their way, because some people are solo players. They don't really need to worry about you, they just use you as cannon fodder. Where personally, what I feel should have been done with the support class, they should have made the prices cheaper in the replicator. So this way, if you go, for example, trying to level up your evil shield, the price should have been dropped down to like 40 or something like that. So that way you don't have to run around the map and try to search for extra crafting materials. Where this way, the support class is more useful in the long run. But instead, you gave us like the most mediocre ability. No one in Apex needs to be able to craft banners like this. You're better off grabbing the banners off the body. Kind of unhealthy. Instead of trying to make the game healthy, you're going to achieve the opposite of what you want. And then you have the skirmisher class. Really? Is this the best you can do? Seeing loot within the care package? I don't care what's in the care package, because you're going to open it and see what's in it anyways. It's the dumbest ability yet. If anything, and I mean if anything, the YouTuber Bobs has kind of showed us an idea for the skirmisher class to basically be able to run and gun, but the downside is you're not going to have the most accuracy while running and shooting. There are other remedies they could have, gone with, but they just gave us the latter of things. And then you have, to me, which I would consider the best abilities out of all the class abilities, which will be Control and Recon. Now, the first one I will go with is the Recon class. Being able to see your enemies will help you plan out your next move. This helps characters like Crypto, who will now be from the least picked to the most picked. Given that his drone can easily be able to go to a survey beacon and be able to see where the enemies are in a flash, instead of standing there trying to do the stupid animation and find out where people are, while a team's just standing there behind you with a sniper rifle saying, "Hidey ho, you're about to go." But what does this do for their original passive, where they were able to see where the next ring location goes to? Well, that's what the control class comes to. While I think it is smart that the control characters should have the ability to see where the next ring is, because if they get to see the next ring location, then they get to go to a specific location within the ring and set up shop. To me, I think that's a smart way to go, but at the same time, I feel like giving just that as a ability for that whole class is kind of stupid. Now, I would feel that these characters deserve more. When it comes to the control class, they should have the ability to stack up on shield cells and syringes. Not medkits and shield batteries, but shield cells and syringes. This way they get from stacking up from 4 shield cells to 6 shield cells. So this way they can still sit behind cover and hunker, because the whole point of the control class is they don't just sit and control an area, but they guard it. They defend the spot so that way they can be able to help their team. That, and also the ability to stack ultimate accelerants, because originally that was not part of Watson's passive. Instead, her passive is just that when she uses an ultimate accelerant, she gets her ability back immediately. But then they just added her getting to hold extra ultimate accelerants. I hope that is the case though for the control class in general. But I feel that the skirmisher class should at least have a movement type ability. Like when you're less than 30% health, you should be able to move faster and reload faster, because you're on death's door at that point. And it would actually be useful to people who are playing Octane, because you just stem until you have that much health left, and then you'll be able to use that remedy. Before I end this off, I'm just going to shortly recap on what I just said in case you guys are, lost in what I just mentioned. For the assault class, I am appreciative that they have the ability to stack up more ammo, but in the long run, it would have been better if they didn't have the ability to open smart loot bins. You're creating more work for yourself instead of actually undermining specific spots for other legend classes, like for the support class that get the remedy to get smart loot outside of just getting extra stuff in the blue bin. Honestly, I feel that a perfect ability for the assault legends should be that when they perform a finisher, that it will reduce the cost of getting their ultimate and tactical back. I feel like that in itself would be a better class ability for those legends. And then back to the support class. For the support class, they should be able to have a reduced cost when using the replicator. So this way, if they craft either better armor or an attachment or a weapon that's in the crafter, they can be able to achieve that at a low cost, instead of just being able to craft stupid respawn banners, which again, people are going to leave and rage quit that, or they're gonna quit just to get into another match, because some people in Apex, they're not the sharpest tool in the shed, if you get what I mean. For the control class, I feel like they should have that remedy to hold more ultimate accelerants and more shield cells and syringes. So this way they'll be able to hunker down and they'll be more useful to your team as a control character. All the recon class needs to succeed is being able to see your enemies on the minimap. And then for the skirmishers, you know what they need. They need movement. They need extra movement. You can't just give them the ability to see what's in the care package, because personally, no one gives a fuck what's in the care package. Because at the end of the day, they're gonna run down there and to go loot it anyways. Loba is the best character to be able to tell you what's in the care package by looking at it. Which, speaking of which, Loba should have the buff to be able to ping items from a distance through walls. Because what's the point of looking at it if you're not able to tell your teammates where they are? Because some people might not have a microphone to be able to tell you what you need, or say, hey, there's this item in there that you might need. Anyways, that's just gonna do it for today. Thank you guys for listening to my personal gripes about the class abilities. And I hope you guys are having a great day. With that, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.